Hey, Anthony Pietrobono here, back with another video. Last night I watched the hour-and-a-half unveiling of the Lucid Air. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the comparisons between Lucid Air and Tesla and whether we should be concerned or not with our Tesla investment. At the end of the video, I'll also give you my opinion on whether or not I would personally invest in Lucid stock if it went public. If you're looking to build your wealth through stock market investing and saving regularly, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. I share my personal portfolio updates each month, as well as breaking down different businesses and potential stock market investment opportunities. If you're interested in that, then consider subscribing. All right, so right off the bat, the whole presentation was quite scripted, but it should have been in that sense because obviously the company wanted to make sure that they got out a certain message and they portrayed themselves in a specific manner. So I'm not too concerned of the fact that the whole thing was really scripted. At the end they had some Q&A, but it still felt really scripted. However, the things they talked about were quite important, and we're going to dive into what they talked about and what I believe was most important. First, they're using Tesla's business model, which is great to see because all the other auto manufacturers aren't really using this model. They're coming out with their highest end luxury sedan, which is the highest price with the most incredible specs. And then after they do that at low volume and sell that for a while, after you do that for a few months, they're actually gonna come out with lower priced options. The first one that's coming out is the Air Dream Edition, which has a 503-mile range, 1,080 horsepower, coming out early 2021 for $169,000 with a 0 to 60 time of 9.9 seconds, so under 10 seconds, where the Tesla Model S best time was 10.4 seconds in the quarter mile. The top speed on the Lucid Air is incredible as well. The price is starting at $169,000, which is far greater than the most expensive Model S. The most expensive performance Model S is sitting around $100,000 US, so this is $169,000 US. The top speed of the Lucid Air is 168 miles per hour, and the 0 to 60 time is 2.5 seconds, but we would assume that it should likely go even faster than this, with the quarter mile time being 9.9 seconds. They claim to be able to charge 300 miles in 20 minutes, which is 1,200 miles per hour, which is also quicker than Tesla Model S's 1,000 miles per hour charging time. The Lucid Air Dream's interior is also higher quality than the Tesla Model S's. As you can see, they're using more expensive materials, and it looks more futuristic than the Tesla Model S. Tesla Model S has the more minimalistic approach, where the Lucid Air is still minimalistic, but looking more futuristic and more high quality than the Tesla Model S's interior. Another great thing about Lucid Air, which gives me more confidence, is the fact that the company was started in 2007, based in California, around the same time as Tesla. And Peter Rawlinson actually worked for Tesla to work on the Tesla Model S project. However, Elon Musk corrected Teslarati here, saying that Rawlinson didn't design Model S. The prototype was done before he joined, and he left us in the lurch just as things got tough, which was not cool. He did make some contributions to the body and chassis engineering, but not to the powertrain, battery, electronics, or software. So Elon is just clarifying here that he didn't actually design the Model S. Rawlinson worked in the company, but he left when things got tough, so we could assume their relationship may not be very strong or positive at the moment. Doesn't mean that they hate each other as well, though. During the unveiling yesterday, they were talking about scaling, and they were really beating around the bush, and they didn't get into specifics on how they're going to exactly scale and how it's going to work. They put a massive emphasis on how they're focused on quality and they're not focused on scaling until they ensure they remain high quality for all their customers to build that client base over time and scale when they feel ready to go ahead and scale at that same level of quality. Basically hinting that they plan on selling a small amount of volume in the first years and then scaling down the road. But again, no exact roadmap or plans on that call. Still positive, I'm still excited about the company. This is great competition for Tesla. Now, it's a much higher price point, of course, and I honestly believe that this isn't really direct competition at the moment for Tesla. It's more so competition eating away from Mercedes and other auto manufacturers, where they're actually accelerating the transition to EV adoption. As Lucid comes up with this higher end luxurious model, they are taking away the customers from Mercedes and BMW and having people transition more to Lucid Motors. And once people do that, they are more likely to adopt EVs. So in a sense, Lucid Motors is actually only helping Tesla, because what's going to happen is Tesla will be scaling quicker than Lucid is going to be able to scale. We don't know how fast or how effective Lucid Motors is going to be able to scale production and drive down costs to sell at a price point that is competitive with Tesla's Model S's or Model 3s. So right now, all Lucid is doing is actually helping the transition from ICE vehicles to electric vehicles, which helps Tesla, because if Lucid can transition these customers over, then Tesla is gonna have a product that is more affordable than Lucid. So people are gonna go gravitate towards that cheaper model purely from affordability. So I don't think this is something negative for Tesla at the moment. In a few years down the road, if Lucid can really scale production and maintain this quality and maintain their specs that they have portrayed in this release, then for sure, I can definitely see them being competitive towards Tesla. Right now, everything is looking very promising for Lucid Motors. I'm seeing a lot of things that are looking very positive. They have the charger network. They have everything that they are planning to build out and roll out using the same model as Tesla. So they have the roadmap, they have everything there. All we have to do is see if they can scale down the road. That's my only question. Can they scale at mass? Sure, we understand they could likely do small production, but can they scale to approve to the masses at a low enough price point to appeal to the masses? That's the only question. And now you're thinking, would I personally invest? Short answer, yes, I would personally invest in Lucid Motors if we saw the valuation come out in the stock market being anywhere from $5 to $15 billion valuation. Because Nikola is a $15 billion valuation with no sales. They also have a broken business model using hydrogen fuel cells. So I would much, much rather invest largely into Lucid Motors as opposed to Nikola. I also believe that Lucid has a more bright future than companies like Ford. They have too much baggage, too much debt going on, where Lucid is purely going into this electric play, which is gonna make sure that they have no baggage and they have the technology ready to go ahead and mass produce. We just don't know if they can scale. So yes, I would invest in this company at a $5 to $15 billion valuation. $15 billion valuation is also on par with XPeng and NIO and the other Chinese auto manufacturers that are doing quite well. And there's a big future potential for Lucid. They also talked about how they have level 3 autonomous driving. They do plan on improving their autonomous driving. So it's looking like Lucid is using the same model as Tesla. They're gonna follow in those footsteps with no baggage. And they're looking like the most promising competition to Tesla. We need to look out for Battery Day coming up September 22nd, where Tesla will release their future plans and see if they are announcing any planned version models to basically respond to this Lucid Air dream. Here are the next plans coming for Lucid. So summer 2021, they're gonna be releasing the Air Grand Touring, which is very quickly after the Air Dream Edition. 800 horsepower starting at 139,000 with up to 517 miles of range. Then later, they have an even more affordable option, which is the Air Touring coming at the end of 2021. 406 miles of range, still slightly better than the current Tesla Model S, 620 horsepower at 95,000. So that one is basically very competitive with the current Tesla Model S performance at around the same price point with the same mile of range. But let's take a look at the performance. Lucid Air Grand Touring has a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds with a top speed of 168 miles per hour, still beating the current Tesla Model S performance. And the Lucid Air Touring has a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds with the top speed the same as the Tesla Model S performance. So Tesla Model S performance is around that same $100,000 price point with a 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, where the Lucid Air Touring has 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Where the Lucid Air Touring also has the same range, being around 400 miles, as the Tesla Model S. So this Lucid Air Touring is very comparable with the current Tesla Model S performance. The only thing is they're severely lacking the 0 to 60 time, being a full second slower. Everything else is right on track. The only thing that is not as good is the 0 to 60 time. After that, Lucid is going to be releasing the Air. Not much details on this one, but it's starting below 80,000, coming in 2022. So we'll see how it goes. In my opinion, this is very quickly where they're going from their high-end vehicle at starting at 169,000, getting all the way down to that $80,000 vehicle just a full year later into production. So we'll see how these targets go. It's a very promising future for them. At the end of that call, Lucid teased the Project Gravity SUV. So it's an SUV that they're starting production in 2023. No prices, no details on that one, but this is what's coming in 2023 after they roll out the other models. Let me know what you think of Lucid in the comments below. Do you see them as a threat to Tesla, or do you see them as aiding the transition to sustainable energy and actually improving the sales and the growth of Tesla? Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate it. Subscribe for more stock breakdowns and my portfolio updates, and I'll see you in the next video.